What's up, everybody? It's Eddie 1000, aka Durio 1000. Thank you for watching today. It is April 17th, 2024. Let me try to get this camera right. So, today is, I'm struggling right now. I'm on a fast, a voluntary fast. Obviously, everything's voluntary, but 24-hour dry fast. Started yesterday. I ate breakfast. I went down to the little bodega and got some bacalao with plantains, onions, all that good stuff. Early yesterday morning, like around 10, 11 o'clock. And I came back home, worked out, and drank some water. And I didn't start my fast until I drank the last bottle of water, which is at like 2:15. So it's a dry fast. And, I just do this for health reasons I do drink alcohol. And sometimes my diet isn't perfect. So they say fasting, gets rid of a lot of toxins and things that's in your body. So I'm doing it for 24 hours. It's tough, but I've done it before. It's manageable. And I'm like, what time is it? I'm 3 hours till the 24 hours is up. So I can't wait. I plan on going and getting a big meal from the soul food place. So yeah. All right. So today's video. Yeah, I think my lips are dry due to the fast. But today's video is about relationships. And I was on Reddit, and one of the posts that popped into my stream yesterday, and let's take a look at it. So here's a post that I saw yesterday. It says, I overheard my wife telling her friends in graphic detail how good her ex was in bed. Am I wrong to question our entire marriage? And this goes on to say, I feel almost silly making this post because it's such a topic online these days, and there's probably a billion other posts about it. In the past, I would have said the past is the past, they're with you now. But now that I've experienced it myself, everything is different. Yeah. I've been with my wife for 4 years, married for 1. When we met, she was deep in therapy due to the trauma she got from a mentally fucked up ex. I'm not going to spill all of her business, but this dude really was a grade A lunatic and is likely either in an asylum or prison right now. Over time, we would sometimes laugh about his shenanigans together because he really was unreal. I tease her from staying with a dude like that for so long, and she'd just say she was young and stupid as hell. Last night we had two female friends over, and I got sick from something. We ate and went to lay down. I urged her to keep talking to our friends because she never really socialized much. At one point I heard her mention her crazy ex. I listened in because the stories are absolutely hilarious, and I knew our friends would die laughing. One of them asked my wife how the hell she dealt with his BS for a whole year. I expected her to say what she always said to me. I was just a grade A idiot. But things took a sharp turn. She kind of hushed her voice to a whisper and said, this dude was a fucking menace in bed. Their reactions were shocked, amused, and my wife kept on and on. As much as I hate to recall what she said, I must add it if I want valid responses. So here we go. They fuck 4 times a day, every single day. He was never, ever soft, apparently. He fucked her anytime, anywhere, and was willing to do it in front of anyone. He ate her out while she was on her period. Apparently, this turned her on. He ate her ass. Well, I was thinking this could have been me, but I don't eat ass, so this wasn't me. He woke her up with sex every single morning. He fucked her while she was on the phone with her grandparents. Apparently, this turned her on. He had her in positions she didn't know existed. He spit in her mouth. Apparently, this turned her on too. He left bite marks all over her body. That's something I do for sure. He took her whole body whenever the hell he wanted, and she could do jack shit about it. I don't remember eating ass. Yeah, but it does sound like me. But anyway, let's keep going. And sadly, that isn't even all. God damn. But fuck remembering more. She was just waxing poetic about this dude's sex skills right there in our living room while I lay 12 feet away. God dang, this had to hurt, buddy. She ended it with, I'm glad I got rid of him, but let's just say there was some good in him. Our friends were just cackling and dying. I was mortified. I now kind of feel like our marriage is a sham. Am I the safe dude she sought comfort in after having her crazy, hot, unavailable dude? I don't want to be anyone's safe dude. Damn, bro. Not to mention she never said anything about this to me, which is probably a good thing, but I feel like she intentionally misled me about their relationship. That's what they do. Am I wrong to question everything? I don't even think I can look at her the same way now. No, bro. Damn, bro. I decided to just be totally honest with my wife and mention what I heard. She was extremely apologetic to the point of tears. She said she had drank way too much and regretted saying any of that at all, even before she knew I heard. She even sent a long message to our friends apologizing for her behavior long before I even made this post. Regarding what she said, she did admit that all of it was true, albeit slightly exaggerated for a comedic effect. She made clear these points. She adored sex with me, and he was no better. Cap. She was raving about how she felt at the time, not now. Cap. She had only one partner before him who was very vanilla, so it was new and exciting for her. Cap. This girl, he got him one butt. Now, I am free to do everything he did to her, and she would never say otherwise. The sex was insane because he was insane, and those two things are permanently linked to her. She doesn't see him as an alpha or a bad boy type. She sees him as a screws loose sex fiend and recognizes that what he did with her, he would have done with anyone. He never even made her come. Kiss app. The homeboy said, make me feel a lot better. Not gonna lie there, bro. You believe anything, boy? She felt absolutely horrible and told me she understands if I want to divorce, but begged me to forgive her for her drunken stupor. I could see in her eyes that she was sincere, so I'm going to try to forgive her, but it will take a long time for her words to leave my brain regardless. Now, let's talk about this. Let's break this down. Let's just break this down, and we're going to go over what I wrote, but let's break down what he wrote first, okay? So, to put this into perspective, there are some red flags. The first red flag. It should have told this man, no, don't marry this girl. was what he first said. He met her when she was deep in therapy due to the trauma she got from a mentally fucked up ex. So she was already crazy over her ex. That's what you call crazy in love. Right? That's a red flag, homeboy. That's a red flag. When you met her, she was crazy in love with the dude. So that's red flag number 1. And I tell women, I want to tell y'all what to say and I don't want to tell y'all what to say. But you watching this, so I'm going to reward you for watching this. I know a lot of y'all women are hard-headed. And you don't like to listen. And you're stuck in your ways. You're old. But don't motherfucking mention your ex at all. You should be portraying that you are a motherfucking virgin. That nobody has taken your heart yet. That nobody has beat your walls down yet. But I know as a woman, it's hard for you to keep your mouth closed. I know that. I had many relationships with women. But me personally, I don't pry. I really don't ask about your exes and all that shit, because honestly, I'm not trying to marry your ass. I just want to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So a man who asks about your ex, you're probably going to open up, and the man probably is really interested in marrying you, or, you know, being in a relationship with you, or just trying to figure out where your head's at, right? But to an experienced, seasoned guy, you bringing up your ex is like, no. Again, we will still fuck you, but you're automatically eliminated from marriage. We'll fuck you till the wheels fall off, but we still have our eyes open for a high value woman. So that's my advice to you women. Okay? But back to the story on the red flags. Next red flag, it says, over time, we would sometimes laugh about his shenanigans together because he really was unreal. That's another red flag, because she's making him the main character of the relationship. So what does that mean? She is having him, when I say him, her ex, be the main character, while she and OP are on a different side of the table. But in reality, what's happening is that she is thinking about her ex, while OP, the dude who wrote this, is right there. Which means that her ex, her mind is engulfed by her ex instead of the man right next to her. And he is jumping in like, oh, he was so funny. Ooh, he was crazy. Ha, ha, ha. So he playing along with the shit. Bruh, fellas. This is why you never want to marry or invest in damaged goods, because there's really nothing you can do except ignore this shit. And that's just part of psychology. What you pay attention to grows. So by him giving attention and laughing with her at her ex, he's feeding that image in her head of her ex by giving it attention. Now imagine this. Every time she mentioned her ex, he gets up and walks away and goes plays on his video games or go wash his car. And he does this repeatedly. So every time she mentions her ex, he walks away and he ignores her. That's sending a signal that she should not. It's a subliminal message, and I'm an expert on subliminal messages. It's sending a psychological message that's saying to her subconscious, every time I mention my ex, he gets up and walks away. So eventually, she is either going to stop mentioning her ex, or it's either going to rise into her conscious mind, and she's probably going to either understand that it's making him ignore her, or she might even ask him, why does he get up and walk away every time she mentions her ex? And then he could say, hey, I don't want to give that any attention. I was not there with you, with your ex or anything like that. I have other things to do. You want to think about your ex? I'm going to go play video games. I'm going to go watch the game. I'm going to go out with the boys. I'm going to go do something else while you just keep your mind on your ex or whatever, you know. But at this point, you already tied the knot. OP already tied the knot at this point. So he can't go out he could go out looking for a high value woman, but I mean, I don't think her thinking of an ex is grounds for divorce per se, but it's just a red flag, and this is why you need to read the book, High Value Woman, Low Value Woman. And he damn sure, if he had read the book came out last year, and he was in a relationship 4 years ago, so the book wasn't out, but the knowledge was out, is that you never try to convert a low value woman into a high value woman. Never. And women, I know that, you know, you want to be converted and you don't want to be considered low value, but everything can't be high value. And if you low value, just accept your low valueness. There are benefits to being a low value woman. So let's move on here. All right. And being that she remembers all of the details, indicates that this dude really made an impression in her mind. They knew how many times a day they fucked her anytime, ate her ass out. She remembers that. That's sizzled and carved, engraved in her brain. Okay? So she still wants this guy, because if this guy wasn't so dominant or predominant in her mind, she would not have said all of this while drunk. And the drunk don't lie. So remember that. The drunk don't lie. Now let's go down to my comment, what I wrote. He wrote this 17 hours ago. Okay? And we're going to go down to my comment. So, I replied back to this post, and I quoted, over time we would sometimes laugh about his shenanigans together because he really was unreal. And I wrote in here, she wants to bang him or is still banging him. And he says, I tease her for staying with a dude like that. And I responded, she was getting dick down among other chicks he had. And then she wrote, he never even made her come. I put cap. And now today, he wrote an update on this. All right. So he followed up. He followed up. He put this was 4 hours ago. And he put a link to his original post. And it says, update, I overheard my wife telling her friends in graphic detail how good her ex was in bed. Am I wrong to question our entire marriage? And then he goes on to say, currently my wife is at work and I'm a mess at home. Per the edit in my post, I decided to be honest with my wife about how I felt about what I heard. She was extremely apologetic to the point of tears and assured me that she was just drunk and what she said, what she had with her ex was nothing compared to what she has with me. I was ready to forgive her, but when I woke up in the early morning to all of you guys' replies, my head started running in circles, as it should. I got the sudden desire to check her phone. I didn't even think I would see anything. I just wanted 100,000% assurance because I knew I'd never feel at peace otherwise. I waited for her to wake up and ask if I could see it. She was a little weird, red flag, about it, but ultimately said she understood and unlocked it for me. OP, bro. OP just don't see signs, dog. OP, hit me up. I'll send you a free copy of my book, bro. I'll send you a free copy of my book. Says, I checked everything message related, text, Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram DMs, Discord DMs. Damn, Reddit. God damn, boy, you check every damn thing. Reddit DMs, etc. God, dog, your wife got a lot of shit. I saw nothing suspicious in the slightest. Then I saw a really interesting looking app and went to click on it for curiosity's sake. My wife freaked out and forcefully grabbed her phone back. My heart instantly dropped. She made me kind of paranoid though. Oh no. She said it was just a journal, but she didn't want me to see her weird and embarrassing thoughts. Yeah. Her intense reaction made me kind of paranoid though. I told her I knew she was a weirdo when we got together, and those thoughts wouldn't bother me. Oh boy, only if you knew what these thoughts were. She still refused to show me and said she deserved privacy. I started worrying that it was a secret messaging app, so I asked her to at least let me make sure it was really a journal. She gave in and gave me her phone, but told me to give it back as soon as I could see it was a journal. So I opened it, and it was indeed a journal, but a few headlines popped out at me that made my heart drop. One of them being, it's been 5 years, get the fuck out of my brain already. She left her ex 5 years ago. She tried to grab her phone back, but I went to the bathroom. She was freaking out and begging me to give it back, but I needed to read this particular entry for my peace of mind. My worst fear was a reality, and she was indeed talking about her ex, even name dropping him. She talked about not understanding why she couldn't stop thinking about him. Ooh, she mad in love, bro. She mad in love, bro. How she had constant wet dreams about him. How she missed how his hands, lips felt on her body. It was a nightmare to read, but I kept going. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his arms, killing me softly with his arms, telling my whole life with his words. me softly. Damn. I'm singing that. That's what she probably singing. Pause. No Diddy. Let's see. Where was I? It was a nightmare to read, but I kept going, partially hoping to see some sign that it wasn't as bad as I thought. That sign never came. On the plus side, it was obvious that she indeed hadn't spoken to him since before we met, so cheating wasn't a concern. Boy. See, the thing about this. The problem is, what's going to happen if she runs into him? That's the issue. What's going to happen if they run into each other at the grocery store? So, being that her mind is consumed by this guy, if she sees this guy and he comes up to her and tries to seduce her, you already know what's going to happen. You already know. Emotions are strong, but there's something stronger than emotions, but that's for a different time and place. But it was equally obvious that she's been thinking about him for our entire relationship. Yep. But you've been feeding to it, bro. You've been laughing with her. I scrolled through other entries, and half of them were about him in some way, either how badly he traumatized her or how much she missed fucking him. Boy, you women, boy, y'all like getting dick down, boy. I know y'all do. Time came for her to go to work, so I handed her phone. She was crying and apologizing like crazy and begging me to see that. She loved me. She was just sick in the head. Yeah, bro. She said she thinks her brain is permanently fucked, and she hoped that with time these torturous thoughts would fade, but they haven't. I told her to go to work and I'd figure things out here. Now I'm here with zero clue on what to do. I love this woman. Never loved any woman more. See, that's a problem, bro. That's a problem. Never loved any woman more, and I've been with my fair share. I know her words will never, ever, ever leave my mind. Yeah, I know, bro. Every time I look at her, I'll wonder if she's being tortured with thoughts of him. Every time we have sex, I wonder if it's me she's seeing. I hate that most of you were right. 4 years and thousands of dollars utterly wasted. Bro, for those dudes and women, avoid this. Avoid this situation by understanding there's high value women and there's low value women. Now, I don't talk about married women. I'm talking about women, high value women, low value women. A married woman, sad to say, OP's wife is technically a married woman. I mean, not a married woman, a high value woman, because OP found value in her. Okay, so this is not directly at OP's wife. However, this is that behavioral traits that OP's wife was showing. Okay. There's high value women and there's low value women. Okay. It's night and day. They are night and day. They are not anywhere in between. Okay. Now I can tell you, high value woman, she's going to be either married or striving to be with one man for the rest of her life. Okay. And what does striving to be with one man for the rest of her life looks like? She is putting in energy to be with one man for the rest of her life. If you check her past, she's not going to have a bunch of bodies. She's either going to have been married in the past, which makes her a high value woman, or she's not going to have multiple bodies. Okay? Because if a woman has multiple bodies, meaning that she slept with multiple people, she's not striving to be with one man for the rest of her life. And you don't want to try to convert these type of women into high value women. Okay? So a high value woman is going to be either married, has been married, a virgin, or had just a smidget. I know a lot of women, I just had a smidget of sexual experience, sexual encounters. No. We're talking about one max. Two is pushing it. Two is pushing it. Two is questionable. Anything over that, and it's obvious that she has not been striving to be with one man for the rest of her life. Woman who's striving to be a high value woman is going to put forth more than looks and wop. She's going to bring value to the table. She's going to bring cooking. She's going to bring submissiveness. She's going to bring cleaning. She's going to bring value. She's going to put in effort to be only with you. And that will require screening, meaning high value woman is not going to waste time with a man who is not interested in marriage. Period. Okay? And let's look at low value women. Okay? Let's contrast. Low value woman, she's going to have multiple bodies. Definitely more than 2 bodies. And these low value women, you have to use your brain with these low value women because they're deceptive. They don't count after the club hookups as bodies. They don't count bad sex as bodies. They only count guys that they're proud to have been with as bodies. So if a girl has only had one boyfriend, but she's had 30 or 40 hookups after the clubs, or party hookups, many of these low value women will omit all those 30 or 40 and just say they had only one body. So you have to use your brain a little bit. But it doesn't even matter. What are they bringing to the table? Low value women only bringing looks and wop. They're not putting in effort. Okay? Low value women make you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Low value women are independent. They're not striving to be moms. They're not striving to be homeschooling their kids. They're not striving to do any of that shit because they're low value. Again, it's night and day. Night and day. Low value and high value women, night and day. Get the book. And my suggestion for OP is, honestly, I don't know OP. I don't know if OP, he says 4 years and thousands of dollars utterly wasted. I don't think OP is extremely wealthy. So I don't think, and he didn't mention a kid. And like I said, the problem with this is what's going to happen. What's going to happen if her ex comes back in her life? Because she's out there, because OP said that she's on Facebook Messenger, she's on WhatsApp, she's on Instagram, she's on Discord, she's on Reddit. What's going to happen when her ex reaches out to her? Is she going to be strong enough to not give in? I don't think so, because she said that she's sick in the head. So when someone says that they're sick in the head, you listen to them and you fucking bounce. You fucking bounce. She has a job. Again, she's low value women are not striving to raise a family, not striving to stay at home and take care of the house. They want to be independent. They don't value men. High value women value men. Low value women do not value men. Okay? So I would suggest OP, he's in love. He needs to turn off. That's kind of a feminine trait, because if you look at it logically, like men are supposed to look at situations, you'd see the logic here. All right? And the logic is she's going to cheat when her ex comes back in the picture, which they inevitably do, and you'll be even further down dollars and time. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm out.